If you got a guy that does this, you know, get close. See, this is where a guy is really going to go. Whether here or even if he grabs your shirt. You know, here. Don't be trying to wrestle with them. Don't pull away, because if you pull away, he's gonna bring you closer. Now, here's the thing. Ladies, I understand you don't want to be close to a guy, but by him bringing you closer, it makes your job easier. It makes your job easier. It makes your job easier. You understand? Or here's another one. Here's another one. I can either, one thing, I can turn, you know, 90 degrees or 90 degrees. Either way it goes, when I turn 90 degrees, do he really have me? No. So, if I turn 90 degrees, I can take one hand, hit where the elbow bends, right in here, boom, and from here, bop. Ladies, your elbows, because, you know, most of y'all are small, your elbows will cut like razors. But one thing that I aim for is this part of the jaw. There's a little bitty bone that connects the bottom of your jaw to the top of your skull. If that's fractured or broken, his jaw has to be wired. Yeah. So, I'm hitting here. Now, if he ducks into it, you're gonna hit right there the carotid artery. He's gonna drop exactly where he's standing, because if we all know about the carotid artery, that, you know, it's a main vein. He'll drop quicker here than here. Here, he's gonna be gasping for air. You understand what I'm saying? Another one. Grab my wrist. Grab my wrist. If he grabs your wrist, you see where his thumb is? Always turn towards his thumb. He can do that all day. And I don't care how strong he is. All I'm doing is going towards his thumb. Now, if you want to be ignorant and don't want him to go nowhere, okay. Now, you ain't got to be strong to do this. Even if you don't know, man, did he say, you know, the elbow? If you hit the elbow, it's going to break. Just a little, just something like this. To the elbow, it's going to snap. Just something simple like that. Or even if, okay, you might forget this. If things are happening too fast. Instead of trying to grab the wrist, grab a finger. Grab a finger, grab these, you can grab. Now, here's another one. The controlling point of the hand is the thumb. You can't grab you if you break the thumb. And it takes nothing to break the thumb. I can just do this, and as soon as I let go, pop, I'm out of there. Because now he's going to be yelling in pain because you just broke his thumb. And one of the things also, make sure, if possible, ladies and gentlemen, if you have an attacker, if you can, even with scratching, digging in, and boom, always remember, especially when you talk to a police officer, have them, don't wash your hands. You know, have them take samples, DNA. We all know they work wonders with DNA now. Now, if he's in the system, guess what? They're knocking on his door or wherever, they go find him. Even if they pick him up on jaywalking, they go run his prints. You know, especially we're from the south side of the hood. They go run your prints. They go run them. So, any other questions? Oh, it gets, I get a little bit deeper than that.
What they have military training?
Can we see that thumb break though, so you can put it on video? Because his body is blocking that thumb break.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, from here, there's several different ways. You can come around. If he grabs me here, all I'm doing is I'm taking my hand, the other hand, put it, that way he can't go nowhere. It's a circle. That's all I'm doing. You know, this move. Now, from here, boom, if I don't, a lot of times, especially if you're new, you don't remember stuff like this. Just, you know, boom, even pop, make him scream, put his mind here, then you can come here and break it. You can go here, or I don't even need to grab this. I can put my hand here, see where my finger is? Little bitty things like that. Now, you know, if I hold this and pull this up, it's going to break his elbow, his shoulder, and the thumb. Now, who said they, you asked the question about military training. Who has military training? You have military training? What do they call that? Which branch?
I was in the Army.
You was in the Army, so you have combatants. Yeah, one of my students is an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
His brother was in the Army. He had combatants. Now, I am very well aware of combatants training. Now, here's the thing about that. I do know that right now they're using a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But here's the thing. If you're on the streets, you don't want to go to the ground at all. So even if you do, it's good to have that. But what level do you have?
Just level 2. What they're doing now, though, is I got out in 08, and what the Army has done is they've gone from that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the actual MMA, like they've redone their entire, they've gone from grappling to striking, which is smart because I don't know anybody that's in the Army that grapples anybody. You know.
Here's the thing. If you even, MMA is good. But here's the thing. You're in the remember, you're in combat or on the streets. You ain't got time a lot of times to be doing all of this. Especially if you in some of the neighborhoods we grew up in. When I'm fighting him, I gotta, where we come from, the gangbangers come like this. And even with the girls, one minute you looking at one, and before you know it's 5, then you know it's 8. You know, you ain't got time to do all that. That's the reason why, even if he decides, you know, to throw the punch, keep your hands up, you know, boom, you know, break, pop, and I'm out of there. Because where we come from, especially being a male, you got to figure out this. Who has the weapon? And nowadays, who has the pistol? Who got the gun? Somebody has a gun. You know.
Is there like a way to, is there like signs that you look for to see if someone's armed? Like in their body language?
Well, the thing is, me personally, if I'm walking down the street, especially now that it's cold, I watch people's hands, where their hands at. If I'm walking down the street and, you know, with my bag, I'm looking for where's everybody's hands. If I'm walking down the street and I see 4, okay, I see her hands, I see hers, I see his, I see, okay, what, you know, and nowadays where we come from, when they have on hoodies, they have the habit of putting their arms inside their sleeves. So you don't know, they wear guns here, I don't know what's going on. So my thing is, the guy that has the arms inside his sleeves, that's the one I want to try to see if I can neutralize first, if it comes to that. But me personally, even if I had to walk down the street, if I'm walking down the street and I'm seeing 4 or 5 guys hanging, I will either cross the street, you know, way before I get to them, or there's been times where I've actually, you know, walked all the way around, walked in the street, and then walked on the, you know, walked on back on the sidewalk. Whereas I was called, I was called a coward, you know, for doing that. Although he didn't call me that in those words, he called me something else because I wouldn't walk through them. You know, why would I walk through them? By me walking in the street, I put all of y'all in my eyesight. So if the first person moves, it gives me that 10 seconds to adjust to what's going on. I can take in everything that's going on and drop the first person that comes. You know about that, and you know, from military training, as you know, you only got seconds because things happen very quickly. And that's what I'm saying. One of the instructors, I have several instructors that come in from time to time and help me out with, you know, all of them been in the military. You know, I have 2 of them that's been in Vietnam. One that was in, I think, Desert Storm. All of them are black belts. All of them got at least 24 years in the martial arts and actually have used this on the streets. You know, it doesn't matter how many black belts you have. You know, the truth is, having a black belt just lets you know you really don't know nothing. You know, I'm serious. And I'm telling you, when you truly have to use it, we train so that we pray to God we never have to use it, but you'll be glad that you do have it. Because nowadays, everybody and their mama's taking martial arts, you know, so you got to be very, very careful. So breaks, eye gouges, things of that nature is a major, major help. You know, because you cannot be playing, you got to be, ladies, you got to be dirty. You know, even if he decides to put his hand over your mouth, don't be scared to bite. Don't be scared to bite. And when you bite, you know, hold down. Even if he decides to, exactly. You know, you gotta be like the dog. Rip, you know. I don't care. You gotta get to the point where it's either me or him. Now, here's the thing. Another one is, I bought this for a reason.
How many minutes you got?
We're at 12.
Okay, cool.